Thanks for watching The Fumble. I'm here with Britt Johnson.
And back.
And Matt Demecki.
What's going on, guys?
Social media coordinator. All right, today we're going to talk about a recent article ESPN did about the tenderization of the NBA. For those of you that don't know, what this means is that NBA players, instead of going out to the club to meet girls and take them back to their rooms, they're just finding them on Tinder or sliding into their DMs, and as a result, they're winning on the road more. Thoughts?
I mean, the sliding in the DMs has been a crazy phenomenon, and I don't know if I love or hate it, you know? Like, I like it because I like to stay at home and never do anything, so it's good when I don't have to, like, go out and meet people. But it's kind of interesting that these guys just like now are having their whole trips planned before they even get there. They're finding girls ahead of time, like, oh, looking up hashtag Los Angeles for some LA girls. And then they're looking up some girls, sliding in their DMs, having them in the hotel room, already ready with their legs wide open,
I love how
waiting for them.
Think about hashtags. I wonder if these guys
That's
are
what they're
seriously
doing.
like
They're looking at
hashtagging,
geotags.
like looking at geotags for whatever city they're in, like LA IG
looking
model,
up the
like LA
MUA
model.
makeup girl, makeup artist, because they know those are about to be some bad girls.
No, but I feel like, why would they go through all that trouble?
Fashion Nova.
Why would they go through all that trouble?
No, they're professional athletes. You can walk down the street and get two girls.
But they don't have the time to, and a lot of times they're getting in at midnight after a game. They're leaving right after a game, going to the next city. They get to the city that they're in now, and they want somebody waiting with her legs just wide open. Like, what it do though?
And they're getting more sleep. They don't have to go through the trouble of schmoozing at a club and you know.
But
and you're saving so much money. You don't have to pop bottles at a club. Are you kidding me?
But how's that saving you sleep though? I still don't understand.
Because
if
you're not going to the club.
The girls out after.
After an hour or two?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. How long do you have sex for?
Listen,
how long does she need to be in the room for?
I mean, you don't need to kick her out after an hour.
I mean, they're not about to.
They're
not going to cuddle. I get you're a nice gentleman, but these guys aren't trying to wife these girls up. They're not going to cuddle and spoon each other and stuff at the end of the night. They're going to be like,
and you know what?
Nice meeting you, whatever your name is.
That are there, they kind of know why they're there, and I think they're okay with it, to be honest. I'm starting to really think that because of what happened this week with Shabazz Muhammad. He flew out a girl to be with him on the road, and then he didn't even buy her a plane ticket back home. So in order to get her flight back home, she DM'd his girlfriend. So yeah, she knew he had a girlfriend, and she was trying to get her to help her out.
But was that his responsibility to fly her back out?
God.
No,
yes,
I don't think so. No,
Listen,
why?
let me tell you guys something.
Oh
You guys need to stop being so sloppy. If you
I just thought you were nice like 1 second ago. First you want to cuddle.
Fly a girl out, you better fly her back home. You guys have the money. Don't be sloppy. And I forgot. She also said that they had unprotected sex.
Yes.
Stop that. What's wrong with you?
I bet you anything he said, I'll fly you out. He never said anything about flying her back.
For her sake, and to make him feel really stupid, I hope by raw dogging her, she gets pregnant. And then you're going to wish she would have paid that $6 for that condom and that $200 for that return flight home.
Yes, you are.
Because she ain't going to be very favorable to you once you ask her for an abortion.
And this is something that's happening.
I'm just saying.
This is something, though, that's happening across all leagues around, all athletes. Like, this is what they're doing now.
Yeah, football, I would say it makes more sense even in football because these guys have curfews.
Yeah, it's
so they're not allowed to party like basketball players can be out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The football players have to be in their rooms by 10 p.m. So it makes perfect sense to just call a girl to come to your room because you can't go out anyway.
But I feel like with the NFL, there's only 8 road games during the season.
So, okay, you slide into 8 DMs, whatever.
But I mean, do you really need somebody 8 times out of the year? Like,
maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
These athletes are too
You know,
thirsty.
when
This is like they need their release. Like, I'm really starting to think there's a science behind this.
But I still don't get where sleep correlates with inviting a girl to your room. I feel like you don't get enough sleep. That's just
well,
me.
either way, girls coming to the room.
An analogy I heard is if you already have dinner waiting for you at home and you don't have to cook it, you're saving a lot of time. Do you get the sleep now?
But I mean, it can also take you 3-4 hours to eat that dinner. So
oh, really?
It can.
Well, eat on, my brother.
You're not making us.
I'm sure she won't be complaining if you eat dinner for 4 hours.
I feel like we could go on and on about this forever.
Yeah.
But talking about NFL behavior, Colin Kaepernick still does not have a job right now.
That makes me so sad. He's definitely being blackballed.
No, I feel it too because there's trash quarterbacks being signed around the league. You got Mike Glennon, you got Chase Daniel out here getting signed.
You have people interested in Johnny Manziel, but not Colin Kaepernick.
But Colin Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl 4 or 5 years ago, and teams are not even looking at him.
And he was 17th in quarterback ratings last year.
Yeah.
He played in 12 games, so it's not like, oh, he only played in 1 game. No, he played 12 games last year, and he was 17th overall. And I do want to say shout out to Pete Carroll because he was probably the only coach I've heard so far that said, I do think that Kaepernick is a starting quarterback material, and I would consider signing him as a backup. So I do appreciate him saying that because maybe more NFL coaches will start actually thinking about the game instead of thinking about the politics that go on outside of the sport.
Absolutely. No, I just think that Colin Kaepernick last year too, I mean, he had Chip Kelly working with him, and Chip Kelly's not exactly the player-friendly coach.
That's your old buddy.
Oh, no. And also, too, he didn't have receivers around him. I mean, Torrey Smith was all right, and Jeremy Curley, he's okay, too. So he didn't have that help around him, and he still put up good numbers. So I feel like he should be considered.
All right, guys, before we wrap everything up really fast, NCAA March Madness, who do you have going to the Final Two?
Well, my bracket is still pretty much intact. I have Gonzaga, and my favorite team, I'm not bandwagon, UNC. So
I do think they're going to win this year.
I think it's going to be South Carolina, North Carolina, and I feel like UNC is going to win the whole thing. So
I love you guys. Good. Look at you both picking my team. That's like
special. Like we all agree on this.
It's a moment.
That's really nice.
Beautiful moment.
All right, guys, we want to know what you think of the tenderization in sports. We want to know about what you think about Colin Kaepernick not having a job right now and who your final two are. Let us know in the comments below. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.